Cinema Cycle fans, thanks for coming back. Right. Anyway, it's Monday. It's the 8th of February. Broncos won the Super Bowl yesterday. Good for them. Start of a new week. It's VHS videotape day. Oh, old media. Gotta love it. Random media generator. The Avengers. Can you say Diana Rigg? 1966, Volume 1, 2 episodes, Silent Dust and Room Without a View. I have a very large selection of the Avengers. I found these once at a thrift store on my birthday. It was half off day, and it was like 5 or 6 whole years worth on VHS tape. Some of them had never been opened, so I had a ton of these. Real fan of this show back in the day when being British was really mod and cool. I've seen some of these. I'm going through them in random order as the media generator gives them to me. And this is the first Avengers I think I've watched on Cinema Cycle that has Diana Rigg in it. The other ones have Honor Blackman, which is the older Avengers. So get to see Miss Emma Peel in action today. Good way to start off the week. Halfway through Silent Dust, Emma Peel and John Steed. It's interesting to see how this show has progressed over the years. It went from a pretty, simplistic show back in the early 60s to the late 60s where it was all in color and rather slickly produced. But the thing I love about the Avengers is this window on British society and culture back in the 60s. Back when post-World War II, England was having that renaissance where they were just this, they were the winning team who had this bizarre kind of style with the history of the royal family and wars and the Navy and all this other stuff, colonialism. And I just love to see the trappings. Here we're watching a fox hunt, which is kind of all set up, but in the beginning, they're driving around this huge Rolls Royce. Back when cars nowhere else in the world were that big, and with the way they dress, a lot of dialogue here, a lot of really fast, snappy dialogue, and it's kind of hard to understand sometimes with the accent. Between episodes right now, about to step into Room Without a View, which is the second episode on this VHS tape. British drama, British culture back in the 60s was really quite interesting. You can tell now in this stage of the show, in its maturity, it starts to get a bit campy. It starts to get a little more hip. This is where they have the new, more recognizable Avengers theme song, which is underlying a lot of stuff as background music. Always a fight scene. Always going to have a fight scene. Usually with Diana Rigg, she has the more a physical fight scene. Steed just always comes in and saves the day with his umbrella. Campy. As in, Diana Rigg does a whole bunch of judo on some guy in a field, and takes him down, and then she gets up and adjusts her hat, and then she walks away. Kind of approaching Batman and Robin there. So just about done here. Second episode, Room Without a View. Interesting because it's a fallback to the times, which is 1965, 1966. We're talking Cold War. We're talking just ramping up in Vietnam. We're talking East meets West. We're talking nuclear weapons. This is all about the Manchurian Candidate, basically. Somebody is taking British professors and scholars and brainwashing them in a Chinese concentration camp. And it was just the idea that, still here you have it, where the Chinese, the Orientals, are just like these evil people that we didn't know. Nixon hadn't gone there yet, and China was like a big black hole. It was like North Korea back then. So, and now it's kind of like, yeah, they got the biggest economy in the world, and they're making most of our toys for us. 40 years.